15 years ago, if you had a spray can in your hand, people would be calling you a vandal, calling the police immediately. Now, I mean, the police still shows up every time I paint, but now people like high-five me and bring me coffee and cake, and are like, "Oh, your stuff is so cool. I love when people paint in the streets." So something has changed. My name is Mikkel, and I do street art. The police calls it graffiti, but I found out that if you want to sell, it sells better to call it street art. When I wake up every morning and I draw my stuff, my new sketches, do I matter to society was one of my biggest fears earlier, like really questioning it, because a doctor goes out and saves a life, a firefighter is sexy and brings people out of a fire, and I'm just here in my clothes with paint on it, right? Mine is not life or death, but it gives entertainment and it brightens up the city. And now, 5 years after I started painting, going into my 5th year now, when I'm painting and people meet me, they're like, "Oh, are you the guy who paints this bird around town?" And so many people tell me that they get so happy when they see it, and you start noticing the same tags over and over, and it's like this treasure hunt. I think so many people don't even notice it. Let's say 80% just walks past, and then maybe some people would look up at the wall like, "Whoa, that's pretty," and then continue their way. As soon as you are aware that it exists, you see it everywhere. This was maybe one of the first times I was satisfied with making an art piece. When I see it now, I'm not completely satisfied, but it's decent. Being your own boss is hard because it always comes down to what you did. You cannot push it on anyone else. So when I'm not working, I can have like bad guilt of not doing enough, and I have to find jobs myself. I have to go out and contact people to show them what I can do to get jobs. Of course, I don't do it only for myself, but also to make people smile. And surprisingly enough, it does that to some people. And that just is really important to me. So I think it does matter to a lot of people. Then there's also people who hate my stuff. And I think that is also okay, because hate is a strong feeling. And getting these feelings up in people is important, because we just walk around this gray life doing the same things in a pattern every day. So hate, love, as soon as you experience a feeling, isn't that what we live for? So I think it does something good.